Hello, welcome everyone to Pricing Bulletin for the month of March. And I'm Rohan Pant, Practice Director at Everest Group. Today with me, I have Abhishek Sharma, partner at the firm, and he co-heads our pricing assurance practice. Welcome, Abhishek.
Thanks, Rohan.
Yeah. So, as everyone knows, this has been a very action-packed month, and I'm not even counting the release of John Wick Chapter 4 here. So, Abhishek, as you know, I think recently you hosted a webinar a month back, and you shared that a likelihood of a proper recession seemed lower than what we would call continued uncertainty. So now, Abhishek, given the recent events in financial services space over the past week, would you still believe the same likelihood to be true as you mentioned in the webinar?
Yeah, Rohan, that's a very timely question you ask. I must admit that with the recent crisis in some of the key banks, which have actually come up in quick succession, the direction surely seems to have tipped more towards the proper recession side. Now, why do I say that, right? Even back in 2008, the main trigger point appeared to be financial institutions collapsing and the domino effect of those happening. Now, the extent to which it happens, only time will tell, but this is definitely a leading indicator to watch out for.
Yeah, absolutely, Abhishek. I think these are interesting times. But still, Abhishek, given the uncertain situation, what do you foresee as an impact on pricing? And how do enterprise buyers ensure that they're paying the right amounts?
Sure, absolutely. Now, should a proper recession happen, and I notice you differentiated between that as well as what we call continued uncertainty, right? Now, a proper recession will surely have a muting effect on the rate increases being seen in the industry, right? Now, let's also be aware of the fact that even at this point today, as of today, many service providers are trying to move to higher rates in order to, align margin realization with what we may call a bloated wage bill, right? Now, that could lead to, flattening of rates, and in case of severe recession, even a reduction in rates, right? In that's the case of a proper recession. Now, in such a scenario, I think it's imperative that enterprises know what the market is paying currently, right? And in an accurate manner. Now, obviously, internal networks, grapevine can be a good source, but that's not really good enough. It needs to be supplemented with external insights, external market intelligence. Now, why do I say that? A few reasons. One, um, you know, it makes for a much more fact-based discussion and helps get to better negotiated outcomes, right? As opposed to just hearsay, and just a simple negotiation. Two, it provides a very objective view on where not to push too much, because across portfolios and enterprises, there might be elements where they're paying higher, there might be elements where they're paying much lower than market. So it's important to know which parts of the whole array of switches to press, if I take an analogy. This is critical because it avoids misunderstandings in the relationship, right? Because the contract at the end of the day needs to be equitable to both parties. Let me say the best for the last. Such exercises are more often than not, exceedingly self-funding within a matter of months, if not days. Right? In our experience, we've seen anywhere between a 5 to 25x return on investment in almost over 80% of such engagements that we do. So clearly, I think that's the need of an hour, and it will have significant returns for enterprises looking to do cost control in 2023.
Yeah, Abhishek, I think that was a very impactful insight, and I think this is something that enterprises should look at. And Abhishek, it was great having you here, and thanks for being here today with us.
Likewise, Rohan. Good speaking with
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you.